honestly entertained. There's a monkey. Oh my god. This is wild. What is happening to the year? January felt long, very long. February also kind of long, even though it's the shortest month of the year. March though, March blinked by. Like, I don't know what happened to the month. I just know that now it's April. March was genuinely such an insane month for me that I thought this would be the perfect time to bring back a little recap reset video. I was doing these last year and then I felt like they got a little too repetitive, but I think with the first quarter of the year behind us, it's a good time to check in on my goals, reflect on the year so far, and just like catch up with you guys, talk books, my favorite things, just like go over all the stuff. Just a nice fun little chatty hangout vlog. And today we got a very super rainy April day, so we're gonna have a nice cozy day in, but we're still gonna get ourselves a little together here and then we'll get into it. So actually, I guess let's just talk about some of my favorite things that I've been loving so far this year and things that I will continue loving as we, you know, dive a little further into spring. Do you hear the thunder? What a great day. Fenty Skin Moisturizer. This I've been loving throughout this entire year so far. Actually, I've been loving this for the last literally 12 months. It's just like the perfect base for makeup. Also has SPF, so it's a great daily moisturizer. This Fenty contour stick, also been loving. It's my go-to. I use it pretty much every single day or whenever I do makeup. It's just like the perfect shade. This is the Match Stix in Swedish. Now, something else you guys know I love, shopping. I'm a shopper. I love to shop. I love new clothes. I love, you know, having new stuff to wear for the seasons. It just brings me a sense of joy that not a lot of things can compare to. Now, something else I really enjoy that I'm not necessarily the best at, but I would like to get better at this year is thrifting. I think it's so fun finding a special item that like you really can't get in stores anymore, such as this sweater that I wear all the time. I got this secondhand and I wear the heck out of it, but thrifting in stores, very overwhelming. So today's vlog is actually sponsored by ThredUp. If by some chance you haven't heard of them, ThredUp is actually one of the largest online fashion resale platforms on the planet. And I got some really cute pieces for spring that I'm really excited to show you guys. And with that, showing you guys how it is possible to get things secondhand and still like fit the trends and get new pieces, and it's more affordable, it's better for the environment. There are so many reasons why all of us, myself included, should shop secondhand more, and ThredUp just makes it so much easier. It's all online. So it's like shopping online like normal. It's just easier to sift through because I don't know about you, I get very overwhelmed going into a thrift store and like seeing the mass amount of stuff, and it's really hard to figure out where to start, what you're looking for. I don't know. ThredUp I think is the perfect way to thrift. So I got some springy stuff and then I got some really good basics, just essentials. You guys know I'm always looking for the perfect pair of jeans, and I got 3 different pairs. I've actually already worn this pair a bunch, but let me try them on for you. These are the pair that I've been wearing a bunch lately. They're Levi's wedgie jean, which usually retail around $100. These were $12. They were 12 bucks. Like, can you believe? They fit perfect, so comfy, they're already worn in, $12. I also got another pair of Levi's. These are also wedgie jeans, so again, these are like $100 retail, but these were 15 bucks on ThredUp. And again, they fit great. I love them. I love getting new jeans. I think that's also really fun about shopping secondhand is that you can get all these like really nice brands, but for much cheaper. For example, this top from Reformation. Let me put it on. I'm sorry, how cute is this? Most Reformation tops are easily over $100. This was 10. This was $10. Cute with a pair of jeans with a little skirt. The options are endless with a little black tube top. Then we got this top, literally perfect for spring and summer. The color's so cute. The wrap and the tie in the back is so fun. And then we have yet another really cute little top for the season. This is Babaton, which is usually pretty expensive, but got for 13 bucks. So cute. Honestly, like so many good pieces. It's not even that hard to find, especially if you like a brand. You can easily just search them up on the website. They also do have an app if you prefer shopping on your phone. They make it really, really easy to try shopping secondhand if you haven't tried before. Also went ahead and favorited a bunch of items on my ThredUp, so I'm gonna have my link down below. You can also use my code TARA for 35% off and free shipping on your first order. So definitely check it out down below. Honestly, I find it very easy to forget that this is an option for us. I think it's really great. I think there's so many great pieces. I mean, I saved a lot of stuff on my ThredUp. I know personally, I wanna be more mindful going forward of the things that I'm consuming and buying. I think keeping it in mind and shopping secondhand more often is a really good start. I'm actually gonna wear this today. Very cute. It's gonna just counter the rainy day we have going on. Other things that I loved in March were definitely my watch. I got this actually at the end of February and I love this thing. I've low-key been forgetting to wear it lately, but I love it so much. Just a simple little watch on Amazon. I just think it feels mature and classy, and 29, which is the age I am this year. This past month, I also swapped out my go-to necklace that I wear every day. You guys know I always have a necklace on, and I've been wearing this one for the last few weeks. I love it. It's gonna be on my neck for the foreseeable future. It's from Lily Clasp. I love it. And the last thing I can really classify as a favorite would be my Adidas Sambas. I'm really late on the game here. These were really cool like months ago, maybe even last year, but I love them. I think they're great. They're a great everyday shoe. I'm wearing the heck out of them. I think they're so cute, and they're a lot more fun than just a simple white sneaker. Those still hit, but like this is just fun, and I feel cool when I wear them. Now, obviously, I gotta talk books because I love to read. I love my book world. I love talking about books. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys about books in a while. Like I think all through March, there was no real book discussion. So I want to go over the books that I read in March and also in February. Okay, this feels like the right opportunity to tidy the office a bit. We're gonna talk about this when we get into goals, but I have not worked up here in so long, too long. And I've been buying a lot of books that I'm just like not getting around to reading. I just keep buying books because there's so many books I want to read. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the first book that I finished in February was The House Across the Lake. This is a thriller by Riley Sager, and this was a really weird book. I did talk about this in my Florida vacation reading vlogs. If you want to hear all my thoughts, this was something. And then following that, I read People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. My second ever Emily Henry book. And I actually really enjoyed this. I went in with very low expectations because people told me it sucked, but I liked this a lot better than Beach Read, and I know people love that book. So I do want to dabble with more of her books. I also have Book Lovers that I can read because I have it. And then after those books, starting the month off there, I'm looking at my Goodreads right now. I read The Teacher by Freida McFadden. This was a weird book. I usually love Freida McFadden's books. I find them absolutely wild. They're crazy. And this one was a dual POV with a high school student and her math teacher, and it is just really, it was too much for me. There were just some parts that I thought were really inappropriate that I just didn't like reading about, like at all. I also found it very predictable. I caught on to a lot of the twists early on, which I don't usually do because I try not to. I'm kind of just like, let's see what happens, but I just thought it was predictable and kind of icky, and I just didn't really care for it. But after that book, it was time to finally start the ACOTAR series, and it was so good. If you want to hear all my thoughts on that, we did a 24-hour reading challenge, me and Sarah, and that's got all my thoughts on the book as I read it. And then in March, pretty much the only book I read was the second in the series, A Court of Mist and Fury. I heard so many good things about this book. People were obsessed. I understand why. The ending, the middle, the beginning, like it was just so good. You get to explore so much more of the world. I also did vlog my reaction to the ending, so if you want to see that, I'll link the vlog down below. The characters, the character development, the world building aspects, I just thought this was so good. And next on my list, we got number 3, A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is a thick one, so I do plan to start this next, I think, but I'm currently finishing up Twisted Love. That was this month's book club read, and then I gotta start the next book club read, and then I also read the last month's book club read, which was This Is How It Always Is, and it's about a transgender child going through, you know, changes and self-discovery and confusion and family dynamics with all of that. It was super interesting, really fun to discuss in book club, but my TBR is building. So let me show you the books that I've bought recently that I don't know when I'm gonna get around to. I bought Divine Rivals. I think this is another fantasy. Honestly, I've just seen a lot of people talk about how great this is, and if you have like a hangover from reading ACOTAR or Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, this is a really good book to pick up. So I did in fact order it. I have no idea when I'm gonna get around to this. It'll definitely be after I finish this series. And then I also bought the other Magnolia Parks books, because it's another series that I really need to get back to. I read the first one in end of January and it was so good. So we got Daisy Hates, we got Magnolia Parks. I think I own all the books now in the series. So I really want to get back to those. I just don't know when. I have the Shatter Me series that I got a while ago. So many books, a little time. If you read any of the books that I just named, let me know what I should read next. What would you recommend? Now with Q1 being behind us, I think it's a really good time to check in on the goals that I made at the beginning of the year. I think it's really good to like take a moment to check in on yourself instead of just waiting till December and be like, ooh, forgot about that one. I think it's really good to do quarterly check-ins, and I want to make sure I keep up with that. So let's look at the goals that I set in December for this year. The word of the year that I set this year was empowered. So far, I feel like I've definitely maintained that. I'm not doing things that don't bring me excitement and joy. And I think that was the whole mindset there. I think there's times in your life where you should push yourself and say yes to things. And then I think there's also times where you should only say yes to things that actually make you feel good. And I think as you get older, it's easier to want to do those things for yourself. So some of my health goals I have, number one was to be able to run a 10K with ease. That's coming up in May, and I'm getting back into running now. Obviously, if you guys know, I injured my ankle in February, and that was really unfortunate because it really put me behind a month. And I was really hoping to be further ahead than I am right now, but those are things that, like, you know, you can't really control. Couldn't have predicted that, didn't want to predict that, and now I'm working on building back up, but I'm still hopeful that I'll be able to do it. I'm 100% gonna do it. I just might not be the time that I was hoping to do it in. We'll see. Still have the goal of maybe running a half marathon in October. That's not out of the realm of possibilities. We'll see how the next couple months go. As for career goals, I wanted to have more structure in my life, which I feel like I do not have. Like, that is not a goal that I have been able to keep up with. I feel like there's been a lot of things in my life that have come up and just like totally throw off my routine. I wrote down that I wanted to have set filming days and just figure out ways to make this more structured, but I don't know if that's in the nature of this job, honestly. I don't know if I could ever have set filming days, and I think maybe I just have to wrap my head around that and be okay with it, that this job will never be as structured as I might hope it could be. One of the beautiful things about this job is that my life is always changing, which means the content is always changing, and you can't really structure that, you know? I don't know when things are gonna happen or opportunities are gonna come up, like going to Thailand, and because of that, it's hard to structure a job like this because it's just always, you know, it goes along with my everyday life. So I might just have to accept that. I have 2 love goals that I have written down. I don't even know if I talked to you guys about this in December, but one of them was 8 dates for the year. And then I have in brackets, be picky, only go on ones that feel exciting / have more potential. No more, he's probably fine. Only go if you're excited. I think this goal is kind of funny to look on right now because I've only gone out with one person this year. I've gone on one first date this year, and I truly had never been more excited to go on a first date with somebody ever, like literally ever. I was going in real hot with my expectations, and so far it's going well. So goals that I want to set for Q2. One, ideally I would like to work more in the office. I love it up here. It's such a vibe. I think whenever my routine gets out of whack, which it has been for most of the year so far, it's just too easy for me to want to sit on the couch and just work from there, or work in the kitchen, or just like not work in my dedicated workspace. So I would like to prioritize working up here more. I really like being up here. It makes me feel productive and good. It gives me, I think, a sense of structure that I'm looking for that I can't find in this. I don't know. Now, the second thing that I really want for at least April is to get working on the backyard again. With spring finally being here, I want to get working on things that we didn't finish last year with the backyard. So I think when we get back from this next trip that we're going on next week, we're gonna get started on some backyard stuff. I'm really excited about that. Really want to have that done before summer so that I can really utilize my space and invite people over and have cute little nights in the backyard. And the third thing that I really want to figure out over the next couple months is just like how to balance my life right now. I feel like I'm just spreading myself a little bit thin, and I'm not like giving my 100 to everything. So I want to figure out how to best tackle that. I don't know. Figuring out how to, you know, give everybody in my life that matters my time, but also give myself some time, how to give my work enough time and effort, and really prioritize that, obviously, because it's, you know, very high up there for me. It's just, we're just trying to figure some stuff out. Now, there's something I've been procrastinating doing, which is, this is embarrassing. It's April and I have not done this. So we're gonna do it together because I'm gonna force myself to, and this is a spring reset. So this has to be done. But before I do that, I wanna just go over my highlights from the last month. Obviously, starting the month off in LA was so fun. And specifically the day that we went to Malibu, I feel like it was just such a full circle day for me. I felt so much true joy and peace, and I feel like something about it really healed me. I hadn't been to Malibu in years, and getting to go back there and just have the recognition of the fact that it's still there, and me moving back here doesn't mean that it was erased, and that I think that was such a good day for me. I just wanted to cry the whole day. I was like, this is the best. And then obviously immediately getting back from LA, having like 3 days here and then getting to go to Thailand. I don't even think that I fully even talked to you guys about how great that trip was. It was such a fantastic trip in so many different ways. Obviously getting to go to Asia for the first time and travel there with Rachel and just, you know, get closer to her. That was just insane to be brought on that kind of opportunity. It was not on my bingo card this year. It was not. I did not see that coming, and it was just such a wonderful surprise, and it was so cool, and it will for sure be a highlight of this entire year. Getting to meet so many girls and be on like this massive girls trip with people that do the same thing as me and just like hear about other people's stories, I think is always really awesome, especially a job like this where it is more of like an isolated job. It's not like I see people every day and talk to people every day about work. It was stunning. It was amazing, and I can't wait to go back to Asia one day. Weird highlight, but like low-key the hockey game with Sarah. I feel like that was so fun. I hadn't been to a hockey game since I moved out of Toronto. I used to go to them occasionally in high school, and I was low-key dreading it. I was like, I don't really care for hockey, but it's the environment. And honestly, Sarah and I just had such a fun day. It just felt like home, you know? Olivia Rodrigo concert, which you'll see in the next vlog. That was so fun. I was there with so many of my friends with a brand, and it was just a really awesome night. It was such a good girls' night, and also Olivia Rodrigo is for the girls. Angsty teenage energy, you know, it's always good to get that out in the late 20s. Huge highlight from the last month is getting to run again. I've only been on a few runs back, but so far so good, and I'm feeling really good about it. Just getting to be outside in the fresh air and on the sunny days, nothing hits like that. Nothing hits like a run outside. Oh, getting to build that back up and have that back in my routine has been very, very enjoyable. Okay, the thing that I need to take care of that I should have taken care of months ago. This is embarrassing. People keep calling me out for the Christmas decor. I know. This is insane, so it's time. I think because it's so neutral, I keep forgetting that it's been here, but like it's been time. It's April. I don't even know why I've been procrastinating doing this. Like I still have these sparkly little branches. There is no reason it should have taken me this long. There is no reason, no excuse in the world. And I simply cannot hold off any longer. Okay. I also have these little houses that have to go. This is how we're gonna have it for now. At least the Christmas is officially gone. Finally. And with Christmas safely behind us, officially, I feel good going into spring. There is so much fun to come. I'm so excited. Let me know in the comments what videos you want to see from me coming up, any spring content you had in mind. This is actually where I'm gonna leave you. Let me know your spring goals in the comments. Also a reminder that my ThredUp favorites are linked down below. Thank you again to them for sponsoring the vlog. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.